Welcome to the Secrets of the Night. I am the mystery, and our story today, the word echoes, the town of fog and whispers. Joseph arrives in town at night, the thick fog causing him to lose his way. He hears distant whispers, as if the town itself is speaking to him. At the small hotel, he finds a picture of Samuel Light hanging on the wall, with a handwritten note. The fog will consume you if you don't turn back. The house on the hill. Joseph visits Hilda after hearing she was the last to see Samuel Light. She tells him about Samuel's first disappearance and hands him a small wooden box containing a preserved human ear. Before he leaves, she whispers, "The mirror will show you the truth, but beware of seeing yourself in it." The cave beneath the lighthouse. Joseph discovers the cave using a map he found in the town archives. Upon opening the box, he finds a broken mirror and a pocket watch stopped at midnight. Suddenly, the watch begins to tick backward, and he hears the sound of crashing waves turning into whispers in an ancient language. Time. Joseph sees a scene in the broken mirror. Samuel screaming as his shadow detaches from his body and crawls across the floor. Suddenly, Joseph finds himself in 1973, and the lighthouse is new and operational. He realizes he has become part of the legend. Joseph runs toward the lighthouse, but discovers his body is beginning to evaporate. Hilda, young, waits for him at the door and whispers, "The shadow never dies. It only needs a mirror to cross through." Before he disappears completely, the shadow's face reflects in the water, with Samuel Light's smile. The tourists find the pocket watch on the black sand beach. When they open it, a yellowed piece of paper falls out, reading, "You who are reading this, look for the broken mirror in your home." The shadow waits. The camera pans to an invisible hand extinguishing the last candle in Hilda's house, while the sound of a child's laughter fills the air. Joseph tracks down Elias, who reluctantly shares his story. He describes seeing Samuel standing at the edge of the water, talking to a figure made entirely of shadows. The figure handed Samuel something, a small, glowing object, before both vanished into the fog. Elias gives Joseph a rusted key he found on the shore that night, saying, "This belongs to the lighthouse, but don't use it unless you're ready to face what's inside." Joseph uses the rusted key to unlock the room. Inside, he finds Samuel's journal, which details his experiments with the Shadow Realm, a place beyond time and space. When Joseph removes the cloth from the mirror, the entity appears and speaks in a distorted voice. "You are not the first, and you will not be the last. The cycle must continue." The room begins to shake, and Joseph barely escapes as the mirror cracks, releasing a burst of cold air. Joseph convinces Margaret to let him access the restricted section. There, he finds a diary written by Eleanor Light, Samuel's mother. The diary reveals that the Light family has been tied to the shadow for generations, and that the lighthouse was built to contain it. Eleanor writes, "The shadow feeds on time itself, and it grows stronger with every cycle." Joseph also discovers a map showing hidden tunnels beneath the town, leading to a place called the Hollow. Joseph follows the map to the Hollow, where he encounters the Shadow King. It reveals that Samuel was not a victim, but a willing participant in the cycle, trading his life to save the town from destruction. The Shadow King offers Joseph a choice: take Samuel's place and maintain the balance, or let the shadow consume the town and everyone in it. As Joseph hesitates, he hears Hilda's voice in his mind. "The mirror is the key. Break it, and the cycle ends." Joseph smashes the broken mirror he brought with him, causing the cavern to collapse. He wakes up on the beach, unsure if it was real or a dream, but the pocket watch is gone, and the lighthouse is silent. The new cycle. The young woman checks into the same room Joseph stayed in. As she unpacks, she finds a small, rusted key under the bed. Outside, the fog begins to roll in, and the whispers return. The camera pans to the lighthouse, where a faint light flickers to life, signaling the start of a new cycle.